Starting off hinging at the hips. We're pushing the hips back and up, flexing our wrists, pulling them to us. Exhaling by pulling our wrists back to us. We're adding extra length from the lumbar spine. Great stretch here. Down into a position I call strong ass baby. Dropping back and into loaded beast. Then when we come forward, we want to be shoulders over our fingertips and we want to be pushing away from the ground. Hollow body here. We're going to work these into some loaded beast into low lizard. Bringing the feet out to the side. Really getting everything nice and active here. Big exhale. We're going to drop the knee down, open up to our right side. Here we go. Nice. We'll take this elbow, your right elbow, and it's going to go to inside of the right knee. Trying to breathe here, exhaling to find length, inhaling to relax, stretching out that glute here. We can do a little bit of a hamstring going on here, but not too much. We'll open up to the right side. We're going to stretch out that right adductor. This is a tight muscle for a lot of people, good number of people. Your adductor and your quads are the source of your lower back problems. We'll go back to this. And then we're going to lay this down into pigeon. Our left elbow is going over our right. Nice, low-lying pigeon right here. Opening up them hips. Smooth. Alright, you see here I'm going to do a rotation so you can see my 90-90. Taking it from low pigeon. Hands come up. If we need to put the hands back, we can, but big for the hip rotations in here. Take this nice and slow. Smooth. And then we're going to do some hip bridges with some thoracic openers. Pushing that nice and back. Yep. Here I'm just inversing it at the bottom by pushing the hips back and making a hollow body there as well. So when we do these low-lying pigeon, we want to twist into our body. So now we're going to work onto the left side. Big exhales. Working into these 90-90, inversing all the movements in which we just did. Popping that up. Left elbow's going to the left ankle. We're pushing that knee away from the body. We want to stretch out this glute here. Opening up the rotational aspect of the core. Pushing that knee away. On the left side, we really want to get this hamstring here. So we're going to really pull that toe to your face. And then we want to pull. We want to let our head drop down towards our knee as far as it can go. Nothing ridiculous. hip bridges on each side. Yep, pushing back. Hollow body when we push back. Working for forward reach. Smooth. Alright, now we should be feeling a little bit looser, so let's work on these ankles now with loaded beast. Rolling up on past the toes. We want to roll onto the bottoms of the feet, stretching out all the intrinsic muscles of the foot. Yeah, a lot of stress to be felt there, yo. Pushing the hips high and away, and then we'll pop in these lizards. 4 to each side. Exhaling as we go forward. And to activate that hip flexor. So here we go. I take a loop band, wrap it around my foot, as so, and then finding a nice place to step on it. Alright, now I'm going to do these raises with resistance. You find it easier, step it over. What we want here is we want to get that left hip flexor involved. We want to get that right pinky toe involved. You see, as soon as I made the resistance a little bit harder, it became more of a challenge for my core. Glutes, core, hip flexors, all this is connected. All these muscles right here must engage properly in order for you to have pain-free mobility. So boom, we're trying to get that right hamstring and right glute to fire by pushing it forward at the same time as we get our left hip flexor to activate. These are the things you got to go through. Here we go with the core. I like to call these windshields. When we go down to the right, you'll probably feel clicking in your right hip. That is okay. Just take the motion slower because that right hip flexor is already active. And find out where we have to rotate this foot in order for this not to happen, this clicking not to happen. It's probably a internal rotation of the toes as we come forward, but take it slow. Feel every muscle. And then we got these reverse sit-ups. I love these, honestly. These top tier right here. I'm living my life by the eights. Point them toes. Nice. Single leg toe touches. I'm realizing how rough my dang hamstrings are, yo. They do not want to extend out for nothing. But that's alright. Work in progress. Probably need to do this more, don't I? Here we go. Right here, we're going to work the range, internal and external rotation of the hips. This one's an odd one, but hey, those little 2%, they help. If you're at 88% and you're trying to become an elite athlete, that 2% is going to help. If you're at 50% and you're about to break, but might be the 2% that keeps you active, it's impactful, it's meaningful. Smooth. Here, we got these hip flexors. I'm only going to do these to the left side. I'm going to point that toe. I know that my right side hip flexor is already active. And then I'm going to do both sides here to compensate that. the further your hands are towards your feet, the harder this is. But hey, that's no joke right there. That is no joke. Here we go, inversing that motion with our Superman's high quality movement here. Smooth 8. And at the top, we're going to hold it for 4. Smooth. Yup. I'm him.
Alright, on this one we're going to go further. Lifting the knees off the ground, stretching at the tops of the feet. And then we're rolling back. Tops of the feet. One more. We can work this knee down. But we want to work both of them generally. Making a W with the ankles out wider than the knees. For the left side, this is major because that left femur lacks internal rotation. So we can go there. It's ability, a muscle's ability to extend and contract. That's how you know you have a healthy muscle. Extension and contraction. This right here is the extension of the right adductor, both adductors. This right here is the contraction of both adductors. And then we also want to work this way too. Men, this is big. Women, this is big. Opening up that pelvic floor, going nice and wide. We're sitting down in this. Look, right in here, and then we can lift up these legs. External rotation.